Hello, this is Echo with an oracle reading for you. Two cards out, flew out immediately, Silver Lining and Bachelor. You're going to have to go it alone. And at first you may not be too happy about it, but there will be a silver lining, which is that you will be successful. I think you don't need others as much as you think. And you can prove this to yourself by looking back at your life and the things that you've accomplished and making note of all the help you've received or not received. How many things of value in your life do you have because somebody gave it to you or helped you with it? And how many of those things of value did you have to give to yourself? They say there's strength in numbers, but in your case, I think there is strength for you in going it alone. This is where you will find your success. You're obviously not surrounded by the types of people who are going in the same direction as you, can offer you support. Even they may have the love you and like you enough and have the personality enough to want to help, but are they able to? Do they have the skills? Do they have the finances? Can they help you, or are you moving beyond their pay grade? And if that is not the case, the people around you are not about helping you. They're probably secretly competitive. So your strength will be in going alone and removing insight into what you're up to and access to what you're up to from frenemies. Reflection, like I've just said, sit back and think. Identify the things in your life that you consider to be valuable, not what others might think are valuable, but what's important to you. And engage your memories and ask yourself truthfully, who has helped me to get this? How many things of value did I bring into my life from the sweat of my own brow? Through sitting with myself and deciding what would be the best course of action without input or advice from others or anybody else's shoulder to lean on. Spend a lot of time intensely doing this, because I equally feel that somebody is spending just as much intensity focused on you and what you are doing, and for just to be nosy or just to see where they can sabotage if the opportunity arises. I feel that you're surrounded by a lot of jealous people who would cross the street to slash your tires and prevent you from moving on, and then stand there and smile and act like they're your friend. I think you're surrounded by people that, you know, for want of a better phrase, you're better than, better educated, better personality, more likable, better financially, better skilled, better looking, better personal life. And they notice that, and it irks them. They're not the type of people who would be inspired by you to do better. Their knee-jerk reaction is to look at you with loathing. Now, I don't feel any action taking place other than looking and thinking, who do they think they are? Or they think they're really it. But with this amount of intensity, I'm feeling people very rarely spend a lot of time thinking in that way, feeling that way about things and not acting on it. And I see your way is clear. Whatever it is that whichever direction you're planning to go in, there are no obstacles. No obstacles going forward. The only obstacles that there are present in the present. Once you step out of the present into the future, you will find that your way is clear. And you're not going to be so intensely observed by people with this type of envy and attitude. You'll be surrounded by people who are too busy living their own lives to be able to concentrate on what you're up to. Shoulder to cry on. Like I said, did you have one? But maybe somebody's crying about you. And I feel that it's somebody who has no right to. They're not even really a part of your life. They just know that you exist. Maybe they live across the street. And they see you doing well. And I'm telling you, it reduces them to tears. I get a strong sense that the attitude is, it's not fair. And they don't even know you. Nothing that you're doing is taking away from them. You're not lining your pockets by stealing from them. But they just feel that it's some kind of personal attack. It's not fair, And yeah, this is somebody, I think, who maybe has some, well, if not mental health issues, but some serious character flaws that are bordering on narcissism or some kind of clinically diagnosable issue. And I also want to say that somebody is listening to this person. Somebody is listening to this person. Somebody is that shoulder to cry on. And trust me, when they're telling this person why they don't like you, they're not saying it's because you're better than them. They're telling it in a way that, because they know full well that their attitude is just stinks. So they're telling it in a way without the attitude that no doubt paints you as the villain. So this is maybe the beginning of the action I was telling you about was to come from this intense observation. This person is now gathering up their armies, their flying monkeys, turning people against you. It could be anything. You could just be living your life, which happens to be better than theirs. And they observe you, but when they tell the story, they're saying you're rubbing their nose in it. You're showing off. You're insulting them. You're talking down to them. You're looking down your nose at them. You think you're better than them. So somebody is definitely comforting this person and listening to them and starting to feel angry towards you on this person's behalf. Cheers. This card, I believe, represents what I've just said. I don't think it's you that's going to be clanking glasses with somebody. I think these two people are going to decide how they're going to handle you or teach you a lesson or punish you for minding your own business. And when they've decided what they're going to do, or when this useful idiot has decided that they're going to help this person to deal with you, and they've decided what they're going to do, they're going to stop crying and pour a glass and clank glasses. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you. I will help you. Point me in the direction. Who is this bitch? Who is this bastard? Let me know. Show me a picture. Let's sit here and wait for so-and-so to come out of their house. Let me have a look. I'm on your side. I will help you. Again, cards are coming out portraying things I've just said. This person has an advisor, but I also strongly feel that you may need to get one. You may need to seek legal advice. You may need to call the police. This is definitely a Karen. You ever seen those videos where, you know, the audacity of some people, if you were not watching it on film, you wouldn't believe somebody tried to tell you that story, you wouldn't believe it. This is this type of situation. Are you an influencer? Is that the lifestyle that this person is envious of? Is that how you're getting your money? I know lots of influencers earn a lot of money, more money than they ever thought that they ever would, or they themselves ever thought was possible. Because that would definitely stir up envy in somebody. And they're watching your videos and just seeing you jet setting around and having nice things and a glamorous lifestyle. No doubt it's not that glamorous. It was probably bloody hard work, but with these types of people, the truth is irrelevant. The truth is just an inconvenience. And beware, because this person may try to get close to you by asking for help. Either asking for money or asking how they can become an influencer, when the motive is to get close to you to take you down. Maybe in some way, have you be cancelled? They're just that type of person. If they were not doing it to you, they'd be doing it to somebody else. If they were not doing it to an influencer, they'd be doing it to somebody who has a husband and they're single and they don't like being single, or has a husband that earns more and is better looking and is more capable than the man that they've got, or man or female. Take it as it applies to you. These people don't realize. Oh, someone's at the door. Hold on. I didn't answer it. Is somebody either trying to sell me something I don't want or recruit me into their cult? Now, where was I? Yeah, these people don't realize that the reason why they don't have anything is because they spend all of their time bringing down other people instead of building something of their own. And you could tell them that, you could break it down for them in that way, and it still wouldn't make any difference, because that's just not the way their brain is wired. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Take what is about to occur as a lesson. Try to stay calm. And stay focused on what you're doing while still having to deal with this shit. At the other end of this, you will have seen some things that you haven't seen before. And if you stay in the mindset of a student, you will learn the lessons that you have to from it and never have to experience it again. This person will be gotten rid of by you. However it's going to have to be done. It could be in any way. I'm not picking up anything. It could be you moving house. It could be you getting a restraining order. It could be the person arrested if they go so far as criminal damage. Even stalking and harassment is an arrestable offence. But while you're in it, it might feel like, oh my God, I'm never going to get rid of this person. You will. You will cut them out completely and get on with your life. So that's why I'm saying to you, pay close attention. It's an annoyance, but try to see it as a lesson. Because I don't think that you've experienced anything like this before. Somebody who literally it's as if they live directly across the street from you and they spend all day sat at the window looking at you. Behind the curtain, you can't see them, you're completely oblivious. But they literally have absolutely nothing better to do all day. And you may have experienced some toxic people, but not on this level. And also, I feel that in the past, you haven't had as much to be envious of. People who start off poor and get money, they like to flash it about to show people, look at what I've got. I'm now a somebody. And because they've never had anything, they don't understand what people who grew up with money understand. You don't flaunt your money because it puts a target on your back. You don't flaunt the good things that you have in your life, even if they're not financial or consumer goods. You flaunt the fact that you are in a good relationship. Somebody will decide they're going to fuck it up for you. Just to put you in your place, just to prove to you that it can't be that good. And this is part of the lesson that I think you are going through. No shade to you. I just like in my readings to be direct. If they're going to help you, there can be no pussyfooting around. And I hope you as a subscriber, a watcher, I hope you're here for it. I hope you're here for that. When you look out across the world and you think people have a life so much better than yours, everybody is suffering in their own way. When you are poor, people look down on you, treat you like shit, dismiss you, don't recognize your value because to them it isn't obvious. And then when you become rich, everybody and their grandmother is targeting you in order to get some of what you have. And when you're in that transitional period from poor to rich and you don't realize that, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Let me take the next card. This card, 2 on 1, like I've already said, this person has backup. Your backup will be the law. Right? Don't be afraid to call the police. Seek legal advice. Take this situation very seriously. I think you've made some mistakes that has brought you to this person's attention. And I think that you maybe will make a couple more mistakes in this situation, but just take it as a learning curve because legally you are in the right. Legally you are in the right. And your mistakes are just down to a lack of being streetwise, even if you think that you are. You're streetwise for your previous predicament, but you're not streetwise for the situation beyond this that you're moving into. Again, I think that once you bring the law into this and this person is questioned, they won't be able to hold their own. They won't be able to talk to the law and look like the innocent party. You will be victorious. In the end, despite the mistakes, you will be victorious in this. So I hope this helps you. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.